Welcome home, Huntsville. In today's episode, we're going to look at a foreclosed home. In some cases, foreclosures can be money pits. In others, they're a great investment opportunity. Let's go meet Lori, who just closed on this house. Hi, Lori.
Hey, Rob, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Thank you so much for having me over.
Absolutely.
So, tell me about this house.
Chuck and I just purchased this house.
Okay.
And it is a bit of a fixer-upper.
Oh, really?
Definitely. Right. It's a foreclosure, or it was, and there is some extensive damage. It needs a new roof. There's some mold in the basement. The floors need refinished because of the water damage. Just a lot of stuff in general.
Wow. Let's take a look at some of the water damage that you talked about.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you said this is caused by the roof?
The roof. The shingles are just falling off completely.
What do you think happened?
Well, apparently they're supposed to put 4 to 6 nails in each shingle, and there were 2. And it appears that some of them even got missed, so the shingles are falling off.
Wow.
And on the ceiling, it just got, there's definitely some water.
Yeah, I can see the water just streaming down this entire side of the wall right here.
Yes.
That is, and even along right there at the ridge, at the ceiling, I can see that water just streaming in. Boy, that is something else.
Because it looks like, you know, with the water that got in, it could have been a lot worse.
Right, yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing in here any hardwood damage. Did you have any flooring damage at all?
I do.
Okay, can you show us that?
Follow me. And over here, Rob, this is the flooring issue that I was talking to you about. This is where the water came in through the leaky roof, has messed up the wall, and
wow, this is unbelievable. And this is just all from improper shingle installation. So all this flooring, it looks like we're gonna have to replace this flooring. And really, if we do that, we're gonna have to refinish all of this floor, no doubt.
yes.
So what other issues do we need to go look at?
Well, there's the mold issue in the basement.
Okay, well, let's go take a look at that.
Okay.
All right. Wow, this is something else. I mean, there's just a lot of mold in here. Value, tradition, stability. VTS Homes. We know that home buyers seek value and superior craftsmanship to provide a long-term, stable investment for their families now and for their future. As a recipient of the Guild Master with Highest Distinction Award, we are proud to be the area's only builder with a 100% satisfaction rating. To learn more, visit vtshomes.com. VTS Homes, where value meets tradition and stability.
Vinyl, wood, clad, composite. I'm Frank Pate with Gobble Fight Lumber Company. At Gobble Fight, we replace windows and doors. We don't just have your basic white window.
I cannot tell you how happy we were to be able to see outside our home and look into our backyard. I would highly recommend Gobble Fight because they came out and were able to give me what I was looking for. Everybody was easy to work with, and they're local.
At Gobble Fight, we're celebrating 80 years in the Tennessee Valley. Call us today. We do it right the first time.
At All Star Plumbers, we take pride in providing you with the best quality work, providing state-of-the-art service with the best equipment available to make sure that work is performed correctly the first time, every time. Find out why All Star Plumbers is recognized by the construction industry as being one of the most highly respected plumbing companies in the area. All Star Plumbers, professional people doing a professional job. To set up your appointment, call 256-232-1234.
Generation Homes, affordable homes with the quality and care every home deserves. Built with longevity and family in mind. Built for all generations, to last for generations. As an Energy Right Solutions builder, our homes can save you up to 30% on your energy bills each month. Take a tour of your next home today. Call 256-701-4501. Generation Homes, quality homes for less.
It's said that all we know of tomorrow is that Providence will rise before the sun, with hundreds of new homes, new restaurants, more entertainment, record sales, new hotels, more offices, and an unmatched quality of life. We want you to know that as we celebrate our 10th anniversary, our brightest days are still ahead. Visit the Village of Providence and experience the magic and lifestyle of one of America's premier traditional neighborhoods.
See more, get more. All South now has an even bigger selection of the appliances you love. And right now, take advantage of the exclusive Welcome Home Huntsville special. Just use the promo code HOME1 when you visit All South and save even more. Plus, find a better price, bring it to All South, and we'll make you smile. Now across from Park Supply on Commercial Drive off Jordan Lane. Log on to myallsouth.com.
You're way up in the air while I've spent my whole life just a couple inches off the floor. That's why I'm a Kemp's flooring expert. I sell more carpet than anyone else in North Alabama. Like our HGTV home flooring by Shaw, with fresh colors, textures, and styles to brighten your home. No matter what you need on your floor, Kemp's selection and installation is right the first time. Hey, Carpet Annie's got a nose for the best flooring.
Wow, this is something else. I mean, there's just a lot of mold in here.
Yes, the walls are covered in mold.
Wow, wow. So what do you think was going on? What did you first realize? I know you've gotten some quotes on this, and what do you think was going on?
We did. We received several quotes on different measures to fix the problem, and from $33,000 to $24,000, and ripping out all of the shrubbery. And then I looked up here and saw the water was coming straight down, and I know where that wire goes, and I realized that's where the downspouts are for the gutters. And if you look right here, even right now, the wood is still wet.
Wow.
It hasn't even rained, so it's retaining moisture.
Okay, well, we'll go take a look at that.
Okay.
Water is actually infiltrating, that's getting into the basement, and you've seen that mold on the walls. You know, one of the causes of that is we've got a gutter downspout right here that's literally just dumping out and draining right here against the front of the foundation, when this can easily be piped underground and away from the foundation. What we also have too is a hole that an electrical wire has been put out through the foundation wall. It's just completely open. The grading is negative. It's going back to the house. It's draining against the house instead of away from the house. And these are some of the critical aspects of how you can prevent water from getting into your basement. So again, grading is a very important aspect to keep that water away from the foundation wall. So we're going to make sure that the grade is high enough along that front wall. And again, we're going to take and put up solid piping for those gutter downspouts. We're going to combine them up here, and we're going to bore underneath this concrete and run a solid pipe right here, get it around the house in a drain box that opens up and spills out that gutter water, keeping it away from those foundation walls. And that's one of the first steps to preventing water from getting into that basement. Here are some examples of what Lori talked about with the roof and the siding and the trim. As you can see around this gable on the front elevation right here, you'll see the siding that's deteriorated, the window trim, the window sill is completely rotten out. You'll see shingles that are missing. And how did this happen? Well, they just didn't use enough nails on those shingles to keep them in place. And I'll tell you, the roof is such an important aspect to the home. And when the roof shingles start falling off, that roofing damage on the inside that can occur, the drywall, the painting, the hardwood flooring that we've seen, all of this damage is really what can be prevented by just installing those shingles correctly. So looking at this mold here on the walls, Lori, I see this one spot right here that's clear. Tell me about this.
We found a wonderful guy, Steven, who has a special solvent that actually eradicates mold. He sprayed this, left it for maybe 5 seconds, and wiped it off with a cloth, and that was about 3 months ago. And it has stayed mold-free.
Wow, that's great. So again, a mold remediation specialist is who we'll have come in.
Yes.
And we'll clean all the walls. In fact, we're going to do that throughout the house. There are many rooms where there needs to be mold remediation done. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. So Lori, tell me about outside. What are some of the things that you've noticed outside that need to be repaired as well?
Well, the first thing is that tree is going to need to be removed. The roots are actually possibly getting into the foundation of the house.
Okay.
So the tree will need to be removed, but I really think that'll open up the look of the house.
So I've noticed, in fact, the windowsill when I walked in the door, see that rotting. Tell me about the windows.
The windows, unfortunately, are rotten. A lot of them are. There are 40 windows in this house, and a good percentage of those need to be replaced, or at least need to have some wood replaced.
Check this out. This is what happens when windows are not properly maintained. And not only that, but this is a true wood window. Many windows today are vinyl or clad windows. Back when this home was built in the 90s, for example, it was very common to see an all-wood window. And that's what we have here.
Also, the front door, I'd like to replace that as well. So we're probably going to get a custom rounded front door.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes, I think so too.
Well, what's the look that you want to go for on the exterior?
Well, we're going to do a whitewash on the exterior, and it's going to be almost like it's going to be a lamb's wool creamy white, and it'll be opaque on the siding and on the trim, but it'll be more transparent on the brick. Okay. And then we're going to get some new prettier shutters and everything to really clean it up a bit.
The problem is, because this is a twin window, what you should really have is a
bigger
double.
one. That's what I was thinking.
Folded. Believe it or not, it's not one big one. That looks goofy.
Right, that's what I was thinking
What you do
too.
is you literally take and do double the thickness, and it's got hinges, and it's folded back, and you got a shutter dog right here that's tied into the house. And so as you can see, this tree right here is completely grown right where the fence line is. It's actually moving this brick column right here and damage this fence line. So we're going to remove the tree first, and then we're going to put in a new gate right along here and fix this fence and get it back to where it should be. As you can see, this deck right here has just been miscolored, and what we're going to do is we're going to pressure wash this deck, we're going to pressure wash the fence, and we're going to restain it to just give it a new, fresh appearance. As you can see here, the fence is just completely gone, and so we're going to replace this fence to make sure they have a nice fenced-in backyard for their children to play in. As you can see right here, I'm walking down on railroad tie stairway that is very slick, and it's actually leaning downhill. I feel like I'm going to fall down these stairs. So we're going to remove all of this, put in a new pressure-treated stairway with nice handrails on both sides. See, these are the compressor units for the 3 heating and cooling units for this house. And what we're going to be doing is replacing all 3 of these with brand new units. And they're going to be a 15-SEER Train XR15 unit. 2 of them will have the dual stage, also called 2-stage units. And they'll be extremely efficient gas heating units as well. We're very excited to see how this is going to improve the quality of the heating and cooling system, as well as being very energy efficient. One of the things I noticed too on the outside is, again, we see all that trim, but I also see the siding on the side of these dormers has been installed diagonally to follow the pitch of the roof, which architecturally speaking is just not the correct way to do it. And so after we remove all of this siding, we're going to reframe these dormers. That's what these jet outs right here coming out from the roof, these are called dormers. We're going to frame these correctly with a gable end on the front. And again, I'll show you right now what that gable end is going to look like. This is the design of how the gables should look on those dormers. And again, you see that triangular end right here. We're going to match that detail over the garage on those 4 dormers. All right, well, I look forward to working with you on this project. And I think about a house like this and I think, geez, this house has sat for over 2 years unoccupied and really without any maintenance at all. And to me, it's sad to see an investment like this go sour, but really, I guess it represents an opportunity.
It really does. It is sad on one hand, but on the other hand, it really gives me an opportunity as a buyer to come in and redo it exactly how I would want to do it, and it puts it in my price range, and it also lets me work with you.
Okay.
You're way up in the air while I've spent my whole life just a couple inches off the floor. That's why I'm a Kemp's flooring expert. I sell more carpet than anyone else in North Alabama. Like our HGTV home flooring by Shaw, with fresh colors, textures, and styles to brighten your home. No matter what you need on your floor, Kemp's selection and installation is right the first time. Hey, Carpet Annie's got a nose for the best flooring.
Value, tradition, stability. VTS Homes. We know that home buyers seek value and superior craftsmanship to provide a long-term, stable investment for their families now and for their future. As a recipient of the Guild Master with Highest Distinction Award, we are proud to be the area's only builder with a 100% satisfaction rating. To learn more, visit VTSHomes.com. VTS Homes, where value meets tradition and stability.
It's said that all we know of tomorrow is that Providence will rise before the sun, with hundreds of new homes, new restaurants, more entertainment, record sales, new hotels, more offices, and an unmatched quality of life. We want you to know that as we celebrate our 10th anniversary, our brightest days are still ahead. Visit the Village of Providence and experience the magic and lifestyle of one of America's premier traditional neighborhoods.
In a new home, choice, experience, and service are key. I'm Dan Fight with Gobble Fight Lumber Company. Gobble Fight is celebrating our 80th year in the Tennessee Valley. We strive every day to give our customers the most choices and the best service.
Whether it's windows, doors, trim, or lumber, I look to Gobble Fight for my home building needs. Based on their experience and their service, they stand behind what they sell.
Call Gobble Fight today. We do it right the first time.
See more, get more. All South now has an even bigger selection of the appliances you love. And right now, take advantage of the exclusive Welcome Home Huntsville special. Just use the promo code HOME1 when you visit All South and save even more. Plus, find a better price, bring it to All South, and we'll make you smile. Now across from Park Supply on Commercial Drive off Jordan Lane. Log on to myallsouth.com.
Experience Roofing has just what the name says. Experienced roofers who are ready to take care of all your roofing and shingle needs. Specializing in EPDM rubber and metal roofs, Experience Roofing is fully licensed and insured, repairing and installing roofs in Huntsville, Decatur, and the surrounding areas for over 15 years. For quality craftsmanship and hard-working roofers who know their stuff, choose Experience Roofing, North Alabama's expert roofers. Call today to set up your appointment. 256-828-8004.
We've met with Lori, the homeowner, and we've talked about, hey, what can we do to help fix this house? Wow, this is something else. There's just a lot of mold in here. You can see the water just streaming down this entire side of the wall right here. We've saved a lot of money, but they're gonna have to put some money, invest some money into it to get a return on that investment that they've now purchased. So one of the things I noticed was we've got water coming into the house. We've got water coming in through the roof. We've got water coming in through the foundation. And those are the first two things we want to tackle. So we've got our roofer here now removing the shingles right down to the decking. Let's go talk with Larry Mangus with Experience Roofing. So I have here with me Larry Mangus with Experience Roofing. Larry, you've got your crews up here on the roof. Appreciate you guys being out here to take care of this. One of the things that I've noticed on this house is shingles just, again, falling off the house. What went wrong? What happened?
First thing is it didn't have enough nails to hold the shingle up. Second thing is they didn't even get into the double shingle to keep the shingle from separating at high temperature.
Do you see this a lot?
I see it a lot.
Really?
Yes.
And so you see just shingles falling off houses like this just because it was installed improperly?
Yeah, some of it is improperly installed and some of it, it's a manufacturer, could have a problem with the shingle delaminating and coming apart.
Wow. Okay, let's take a look at that on the shingle. Show me what you're talking about.
Instead of getting 5 to 6 nails into the bottom of the shingle, which when you lay the next shingle on top of that, you get 5 or 6 more nails in the lower shingle. So you end up having around 10 to 12 nails in one shingle. So when you don't get all them nails in where they need to be in place,
right?
You get.
Yeah, I can see that if they had put in those nails where they needed, I can see holes all the way through the top. So these nails aren't even catching this lower shingle, but had they been down here, they'd be right along here. You can see this nail just simply caught this one, but it pulled off. But that nail would have been in here. So you'd have 5 to 6 nails down here in this shingle, and then when the next shingle goes on, boom, you got another 5 to 6 or 7 along here.
Which you notice there was only one.
Right, just one. Just one there, and in fact, just one there. So here's the new shingle we're gonna be putting on, and you can see right here, almost looks like a chalk line. And tell me about that chalk line. What does that signify?
That's letting you know where the double shingle is.
Okay.
And that's where you need to keep the nails as close as possible.
So keep the nails as close as possible to there in that line, and that helps hold that shingle on the roof. And it's going to be, as you can see here too, a different manufacturer even slightly longer shingle here in this case too.
Yes,
So,
and taller.
And taller. Okay, yeah, great. Now, Larry, what can the average homeowner that's going to contract with someone, how do they know that they're going to have the proper installation? What questions do they need to ask when they're interviewing a roofer to come work for them?
They just need to go and ask to check on some other houses that they've done.
Okay.
They just need to make sure they explain how the installation process needs to be installed on the roof.
So what they could say is, all right, how many nails are you putting in each shingle, right?
Yes.
And where are you putting the nail in the shingle? Right. And tell them to actually physically pull a shingle out and show you where the nails are going to go.
Correct.
Now, have you guys ever had a problem with installation error?
Yes, we have. And that's just, you know, maybe on a side that cold weather.
Right.
Wind it.
And what happens when you do? What do you guys do as a company?
We'll just go back and replace the sections that need to be replaced, make sure the customer's satisfied.
Right, and that's really what it's about. That's one of the reasons why when we partner with people, we call them our trade partners. And it's because we literally partner with them in every house we build or renovate. And what we expect is that they're making our customer satisfied just as much as we want to make our customer satisfied. So it's great partnering with Experienced Roofing. Larry, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you.
Yes,
Look
sir.
forward to seeing the finished product.
Thank you.
Thanks. And then I know the other thing that was so important was with that water coming into the basement through the foundation. We knew that something had to be done there quickly. Let's go meet Brandon Murphy with Murphy Landscaping and Lawn and talk to him about what they've done to help prevent that water from coming in. Brandon, here's an example of one of those downspouts that we got into the solid pipe. Again, tell me what you guys had to do to make this look so good.
Number one thing is to get the grade right. If you do not have the grade right, it will not work.
Okay.
So we took it, dug down, went all the way down to the sidewalk, bored underneath the sidewalk here, and then went across, making sure the grade's still the same, going down lower so you can have fall, so it'll come out, the water will go to the grade.
Yeah, I mean, this is hard. How do you make water go uphill?
A lot of digging. We dig and we find the right spot and we just find it and keep going down lower and lower and lower until you get the grade right.
Okay, and a lot of times in our business, you'll hear the term fall.
Right.
Which is basically lower and lower, so that basically you've got gravity downhill.
Correct.
How much fall per foot are you looking at? About 1/8 of an inch, quarter of an inch?
No, you're looking at an inch.
Okay.
An inch of fall.
I mean per foot.
Yeah, you're already looking at about a 1/4 inch.
About a 1/4 inch a foot. Okay. So as this comes up here, we just have to make sure that per foot. And you know, a lot of times too, I know you can either take a laser level on it, or you can take a 4-foot level, and just make sure that that bead is going uphill.
Correct.
Okay, great. So you bored underneath one sidewalk, came across here, and then bored up underneath another sidewalk right here. You guys really make it look like you were barely here. I mean, you just can't even tell. And then came across here. Of course, you had a big tree here. That the homeowner did not want to have here anymore. You removed it, you grind the stump, it looks great, and you came right across here, and then here's your box, which that's going to get a green lid on it to help hide it so that it doesn't show up as well.
Right.
Were there any parts of this job that you say were hard or tough to make happen?
No, I wouldn't say it would. I think it was pretty efficient and pretty easy.
Pretty cut and dry?
Yeah.
In fact, I went down and checked on the basement where water was coming in, and I've had 0 water come in. The solution has worked, and for a few $1,000s, we have solved a problem that was causing literally thousands of dollars in mold damage, moisture coming in, drywall damage, not to mention just making the home an unhealthy place to live. And so with a little bit of work and a little bit of ingenuity, we're able to solve the problem. And in the case of having to spend tens of thousands of dollars, obviously nobody wants to have to do more than what they need to. Some cases you do have to go all the way down to the footing, dig up and put in a drain tile. But in this case, the homeowner believed that what we could do was save some money and try it this way. If it didn't work, then we'd go the full-fledged drain tile. So, Brandon, I remember this column right here was leaning over. You guys have done an amazing job getting this straightened out.
Vinyl, wood, clad, composites. I'm Frank Pate with Gobble Fight Lumber Company. At Gobble Fight, we replace windows and doors. We don't just have your basic white window.
I cannot tell you how happy we were to be able to see outside our home and look into our backyard. I would highly recommend Gobble Fight because they came out and were able to give me what I was looking for. Everybody was easy to work with, and they're local.
At Gobble Fight, we're celebrating 80 years in the Tennessee Valley. Call us today. We do it right the first time.
At All Star Plumbers, we take pride in providing you with the best quality work, providing state-of-the-art service with the best equipment available to make sure that work is performed correctly the first time, every time. Find out why All Star Plumbers is recognized by the construction industry as being one of the most highly respected plumbing companies in the area. All Star Plumbers, professional people doing a professional job. To set up your appointment, call 256-232-1234.
Generation Homes, affordable homes with the quality and care every home deserves. Built with longevity and family in mind. Built for all generations to last for generations. As an Energy Right Solutions builder, our homes can save you up to 30% on your energy bills each month. Take a tour of your next home today. Call 256-701-4501. Generation Homes, quality homes for less.
Value, tradition, stability. VTS Homes. We know that home buyers seek value and superior craftsmanship to provide a long-term, stable investment for their families now and for their future. As a recipient of the Guild Master with Highest Distinction Award, we are proud to be the area's only builder with a 100% satisfaction rating. To learn more, visit vtshomes.com. VTS Homes, where value meets tradition and stability.
Experience Roofing has just what the name says. Experienced roofers who are ready to take care of all your roofing and shingle needs, specializing in EPDM rubber and metal roofs. Experience Roofing is fully licensed and insured, repairing and installing roofs in Huntsville, Decatur, and the surrounding areas for over 15 years. For quality craftsmanship and hard-working roofers who know their stuff, choose Experience Roofing, North Alabama's expert roofers. Call today to set up your appointment. 256-828-8004.
You're way up in the air while I've spent my whole life just a couple inches off the floor. That's why I'm a Kemp's flooring expert. I sell more carpet than anyone else in North Alabama. Like our HGTV home flooring by Shaw, with fresh colors, textures, and styles to brighten your home. No matter what you need on your floor, Kemp's selection and installation is right the first time. Hey, Carpet Annie's got a nose for the best flooring.
So, Brandon, I remember this column right here was leaning over. This tree right here is completely grown right where the fence line is. It's actually moving this brick column right here. You guys have done an amazing job getting this straightened out, and there was this tree that was growing out of the bottom of it and pushing the column over. How'd you guys do this?
Well, first there was a tree about 12 inches in diameter. We cut it off. We had a stump grinder, grinded it down, and then we removed the column and then took some material and leveled it back off and replaced the column, and everything seemed to fit right into place.
So when you say replace it, actually this is the same column?
Correct.
You didn't pull it down or anything?
Nope.
You put mortar up underneath it and got it straightened out. I mean, it looks as good as new.
It's actually better than it was.
Okay, great. So if the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy needs help straightening things out, they should call you guys.
Sure.
All right, thanks, Brandon. Really appreciate all your help.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you. We've had so much to cover on this house, so be sure to watch next time as we continue working on Chuck and Lori's house. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and welcome home, Huntsville. To find out more about this episode or VTS Homes, visit us at vtshomes.com. You can also send us an email if you have questions about what we've covered in today's episode at info@vtshomes.com.